Okay, hello. How you all doing? Um, yeah, today's schism. And the plan is, as I tweeted out, so, if you follow me on Twitter, bro, you'd know. You'd already know if you follow me on Twitter, man. But as I tweeted out, starting soon with 7 days, well, at 7 days to die, followed later by a hashtag life in bunker from Flock Studios. Let's see if we can cook. Twitch.tv/badbuck. See? Hey, Savasol, how you going? How you diddly doing? You alright? How's life for y'all? Excuse me, what? How's life for y'all? So yeah, we're gonna do 7 days to die, and then we're gonna see if we can crack the bunker. Wouldn't that be kind of cool, right? Crack the bunker. That'd be kind of cool, yeah. So we're gonna see if we can crack the bunker. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a case of like every maybe 3 years we'll crack out 3 bobbies. You know what I mean? We just gotta crack out some bobbies every 3 years. I think every 3 cycles. So at cycle, when we first start, we'll crack 3 bobbies off, and then at cycle 3, cycle 6, cycle 9, blah blah blah, cycle 12, 15, 18, blah blah. We'll crack out 3 bobbies every 3 cycles. I think that would keep our population rolling over. It would increase our population dramatically, but we'll have to deal with that. We'll have to work out a way of dealing with that. So yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll try a bit of life in bunker. I'm actually looking forward to a bit of life in bunker. I'll be honest. You've been chucking a bit this morning. Got you. Understand that one, Rich. Yeah, I You had a deep discussion about old school EverQuest. Awesome. Well, I've never played EverQuest. Much to my detriment, I'm sure. But I was very much. I don't know when. When was EverQuest out? What was I doing when EverQuest was at its peak? I don't know. What sort of era was EverQuest? 96, 9, right? So I was doing Ultimate Online, really. I was doing Ultimate Online and stuff like that. And I was also playing Legend of Mir, which was an Asian MMO. It was ported over. Yeah, I was playing Legend of Mir about that time, Schism. Me and my wife and a few friends all played it. Legend of Mir. That was an awesome game, to be honest. But yeah, I was playing Legend of Mir about that time. What does it say? It was Legend of Mir 2 was what I played, the European version. Yeah, it ran from 2001 to 2009, Legend of Mir in EU. Ran by Game Network, and then they just collapsed. They were just useless. So that's the game that I was playing while you were playing EverQuest. There's the game that I was playing while you were playing EverQuest. So yeah. So I never did get into EverQuest. I was playing Legend of Mir. I played it for quite a while, and of course I was in the army at the time as well, so I had other things going on, Um, yeah, I'd been in the army like 10 years by then. So, oh no, about 6 years by then. So I was a busy bee, to be honest. So yeah, I never got into EverQuest. I don't know why. I never even really heard of it, honestly, until way after it was finished. Until way after it like died a death and it wasn't really the thing anymore. I never even heard of it. I'd never even heard of EverQuest. I obviously wasn't very aware way back then of, you know, way back then, in my opinion, way back then in my opinion, it was much different than it is nowadays, right? Where nowadays, most of you guys have heard of most of the options out there. Do you know what I mean? Whereas way back then, it was very much a friend of yours knew something, so you ended up playing that. And you didn't find out about anything else because there wasn't really the internet and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't really a big thing. You know, it wasn't really as easy or simple to find things out, and you know, it wasn't as well used as it is nowadays, etc., etc. I mean, this is what 15 years ago. We're going back now, you know. Um, so it just wasn't a thing. So nowadays, you know all the options that are available, and you hear new things every day. Way back then, you could play a game for 3 years and not even have a clue there were other games existed. Do you know what I mean? So it was just a different sort of gaming environment, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, DAOC was another one. Dark Age of Camelot was another one that I never played, but I only found out about way after it was popular. Do you know what I mean? I found out about Dark Age of Camelot and about EverQuest and so on fairly recently, as recently as maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I found out about these games from being in streams and from chatting to other people who were playing other games who have talked about, oh yeah, way back in the day, I used to play blah 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 blah, and I used to play blah, 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 and I used to do this and I used to do that. So it's from engaging in all that kind of thing in more recent times in the last sort of 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. Well, 4 years, I would say. It's from engaging in all that kind of conversation in the last 4 years, maybe, that I have become aware of all the games that were alternatives way back when. Do you know what I mean? Whereas way back when it was just what you knew and who you knew, and you got into a certain thing. I mean, that game there, Legend of Mir. Um, I was actually a closed alpha playtester for Myth of Soma, which was the game that company Game Network released after that. I was a closed alpha tester for that. There was only four of us that did the testing, four people, and I was a closed alpha tester for doing that while I was playing Legend of Mir. It was just a completely different, I don't know, just a completely different life, I guess, than it is now. Whereas now you find out about everything available, and you have so many options available to you, and so many things that you can look into and decide upon. You know, way back then, the choices just weren't there. It just wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same thing at all. Yeah, yeah. Internet speeds, of course, were much, much, much slower when I first started gaming. Much, much, much slower. When I used to play Team Fortress and all that kind of thing. Way back on the Doom engine, before it went to the Fallout engine. I never played Team Fortress on the Fallout engine. I only ever played it on the Doom engine when it was made from Doom a long time ago. Um, like when would that have been? When would that have been? Maybe like 95, 96? That's probably like 96, wasn't it? Um, yeah. Team Fortress on the Doom engine was probably about 96, I think. And then it went to the Fallout engine a few years after that, where it was quite competitive in leagues and everything else, all that kind of shizzle manizzle. But yeah, that was the last competitive gaming that I played, really, to be perfectly honest as well. I didn't really hanker in for the competitive stuff. Apart from Legend of Mir was actually a PvP game. It was only within a town. It was a safe zone, and there was a lot of griefing and stuff. But that was fun, and I was one of the really high levels in that, so I didn't really care. I used to just kill people. But that was a long time ago. I was a different person almost. But it was fun. It was one of those Asian MMOs where you never stopped leveling up. You could keep leveling up. But there were people who had played the game for maybe like 3, 4 years, like every day, and it only got to like level 52 or something. Was a huge achievement, and you could do various skills. Each of the three classes had a skill to repulse a character, right, or a creature. And you could only repulse someone that was a level lower than you. So the highest level person on the server could always repulse everybody, right? But anyone else, if you surrounded them, they couldn't repulse you because you were higher level than them, and they couldn't do anything about it. So you could just kick their ass, and they could kick your ass because you could just repulse them away. So if you were a wizard, then you could just repulse them away and kill them. Made it kind of easy, kind of fun. But yeah, it was it was amusing when I used to play that. Right. 7 days to die. We always go through our options. We always go through our setup when we first start up. Wow, very few people. Very, very low on the numbers today. I don't know what's going on. Especially for a Saturday. Wow. So it's Alpha 13.6, A136 sober, capital S, capital A is our seed for our game. Difficulty setting is Survivalist, so it's the one just before it's seeing there down the bottom. Daylight length is 18 hours long, cuts down on the dead time in the stream at night. 24-hour cycle is 60 minutes long, so we can have our break every hour. Loot abundance is 25%, hence what's in the title. Enemy spawning is at very high, hence the 150% that's also in our title. And airdrops are disabled because they're OP as fuck. I think my first modem was a 14.4. So it was 14,400, I think, was my first modem. And then I got a 2088 soon after that. I had a 14.4 for a couple of years, and then a 2088. Back in 95 or something. I don't know. 96. And that was in Northern Ireland with the army. Right, let's start her up. See where we are, what time we've cut off and stuff, because I can't remember. I can't remember nothing, me. Gotta admit though, I am hyped to play a little bit of Life in Bunker again today after stream. At the end of 7 days that I am in. I'm quite hyped for it. It was interesting. I don't know what I mean. If we get past the challenge of just keeping a population rolling, as it were, if we get past that challenge, I'm not sure what other challenges there are. I mean, obviously we've seen these mole men turn up, but I don't know if it gets harder if the mole men start organizing, or like what they do, or they just turn up once in a blue moon, or I don't know. So I guess we'll start to find out maybe with a bit of luck. I'd kind of like to see what happens further in it. See what goes on. But it seemed like a bit of fun actually. It seemed okay. Obviously that was a very stupid, buggy thing when we played yesterday, where we just couldn't make food. That was a bit stupid. But hopefully we can get past that with a bit of luck. Hopefully. But yeah, that was a bit silly. That was very silly. We got 500 yucca free on me, so. No, Skizz. No, I don't do any mods, bro. I don't do any mods, so. I don't get time to do anything off stream. Anything I do is on the stream. I'm streaming for 9, 10, 11, 12, sometimes up to 17 hours in a day, every day. I don't get time to do anything off stream. Like anything. All I do is watch a few of the series that I have recorded and then go to sleep. And then get up the next day and do the same thing. That's all, that is my life. I don't get time to do anything off stream. At all. So, no, I haven't checked out anything, really. Not much at all. If I'm not streaming, I'm in someone's stream. and if I'm not in someone's stream or streaming, then I may be watching an episode from a series that I record that I watch. Like last night, I watched Vikings, for instance, because the second episode in series 4 for Vikings came out yesterday. So I watched that, and then went to sleep. That's it. Well, actually, I had Jiggy night first, because it was Friday, and then went to sleep. Hey, Biffin. Hey, Betty. How's it going? So, you know, um, I don't get the chance to check out very much. Not much at all. It's a little bit of a shame, I'll be honest. But I can live with it. It's the way it is. It's what I need to do right now to try and apparently feel, because our numbers are going down. We had at most 50 something people yesterday for the stream. At most. That was like the most we had. And we went down to about 30 something at one point. So, yeah, try as I might, we seem to be failing in the numbers. It seems to be getting worse instead of better. We seem to be losing community rather than growing it. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I've done or what I'm doing wrong, but I'm doing something wrong. That's frustrating me, I'll be honest. But it is what it is. I guess it's not going to change, right? Why has that got an extra lip on it, I wonder? That's a bit weird. Okay. We will have to put, like, sod pillars in here. There's no way that the roof will support, I don't think, with being just sod. I think it will struggle. So we will have to think of something, whether it's sod pillars or maybe some other kind of pillar, I don't know. But we will have to do something. It won't support by itself, I believe. We'll see at what point it fails, what we can then do about it. You're weird. Why are you... Yeah, why? I don't know. I don't know. Seriously.
As far as today goes, you are my favorite.
Holy shit, Biffin. Wow, bro. Thank you so much, man. He just says good morning. I did say good morning to you already, Biffin. You didn't have to do that to say good morning, but that is incredibly appreciated. Thank you very much for that, Biffin, man. That's really very, very generous of you. That really is. Saying you're my favorite is an underestimate. But thank you very much. This is wrong. This is wrong. Damn. Honestly, thank you so much for that, Biffin. That's incredible. That's very, very kind of you, man. Very, very kind of you. That's made my day already, I'll be honest. My day is already excited. Already. I haven't even done anything, and I'm excited right now. That's kind of awesome. So thanks, man. I don't know, Schism. I mean, let's face it. If I restarted the world, I could be just as boring. I don't think the world restart is necessarily gonna change who I am or what you see in the stream, right? It could be exactly the same activities just because I restart the world. But for whatever reason, in fact, no, we don't want to do that. This needs to. Okay. Biffin, you have supported so much, bro. Honestly, like, you've donated games before. You've donated I don't know how many times now as well. It's quite incredible of you. I really do appreciate it. Hope you understand that, man. Hope you accept my thanks in a really big way. I'm feeling that this is done wrong. Why am I feeling that? No, it's done correctly actually. This needs a line on it. That should have a line here. And this back should probably have a line on it. Oh no, it needs a line for the next level up. Okay. No, that's wrong, isn't it? Alright. So this looks different than that. Because I didn't go out on it yet. That's why. I don't do that. I knew there was something wrong. Hey, Bonneting, how you doing? Thank you very much, Biffin. Thank you, honestly. It's very, very kind of you, man. Maybe stream topless? That might be an idea. Schism. That might be an idea. Hey, the real Yuli, how's it doing? How's life, man? Should that have a... It should. I'm missing that. Beautiful. Lovely. Had a stressful week. You're all good. Oh, stressful week. Time to chill, though. Good, good, good. Yes, definitely. Come on in and chill out. What do we have here? We're kind of doing... We're practicing a bit, actually. Just with voxel houses. I mean, for next alpha, I have an idea that I want to build, right? And so just building anything tells me a little bit about structural integrity, and I learn a little bit more about how things can look and how things can go together, right? No matter what I build with, and no matter what I'm building. So I don't really mind what I'm building, if that makes sense. In order to try and just learn about building. And Evie donated £6.69 £6.69 the other day, and asked me to build her a sod house. So I was like, well, yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's build a sod house. So I built a sod house, and after I'd built it, I thought that actually looks kind of cool. I kind of like it. I'll be honest. I actually like it. It's fun. So once I'd built one, I thought, well, why stop at one? Because that would just be rude. So now we've built a number of them, right? These sod dwellings. I built a number of them now. So you can see that's Evie's one, right? E, V, and I. So that's Evie's house. We've got to get the cotton together to get the beds. We've got to make a bed and stuff. But I made a sod dwelling for Evie. And then when I made one, I thought, well, let's have at it. I thought, let's have at it, right? Let's do some more. So I made another one, and of course I donated that one to OCE, right? To Old Crow Express, right? Who's in the chat all the time. So I made him a house as well. So he now has one as well, right? A sod dwelling, which looks. I think they look awesome. I'll be honest. I think they look really good. And then once I'd done those two, I thought, well, they're linked and all that. I wonder if I could like make them all stack and like make a bit of a village out of it, right? And just see what it looks like. So I've done this, where I've now got a house here in between the two. I thought, well, that's kind of awesome, right? That's kind of cool. And then I thought, well, this is all slopes and stuff, so it's all pathways. So I made another one over here, so you can go in. And then I thought, well, when I made this one, I thought, what about if I go like this and make a balcony? So I made a balcony on this one. This one's actually got its own balcony attached to this house. Just for something a bit of fun. All out of sod. Just for funsies, to be honest. Purely for funsies. So, you know, it's a bit of amusement, right? It's good fun. I doubt anyone else has made a sod village on stream. So, why not? And it shows off the properties of sod and what sod looks like, and I think it looks freaking awesome, honestly. I think it looks good. I like sod. Look, it looks freaking amazing. So now we're building a really big one. Now we're trying to make a much larger version. This one's much bigger than the others, right? Much bigger than the other ones. So this is going to be a big grand house, this one, right? For the chief or whatever, right? So we're making a bigger version now. And I think they look amazing. I really like them. Obviously that's wrong. Over there. Need to get rid of that. Don't like that sticky out bit. There we go. So yeah, so after I'd built one, I'm just kind of getting carried away with it, I guess. Do you know what I mean? I'm just enjoying myself now. I'm just building more. Just because I think actually it's quite interesting to try and build with. The issue being, of course, that it's not going to be as structurally, and not as much structural integrity to the blocks. So, so they're not as strong. So you've got to worry about, like I say, I'm going to have to put pillars in this, I think. But at what stage, I don't know. Probably soon, to be honest. It won't last very long. It won't go very, very much farther before we need to put pillars in it. But it'll be interesting to see just how far it gets without pillars. That kind of thing interests me. I do find building interesting. I'm just not very imaginative when it comes to building. I like doing it. I'm just not very creative. I need someone else to come up with the creativity. Do you know what I mean? I find it quite challenging to think of an idea to build with. I mean, I have an idea for Alpha 14, but it won't be an original idea. Someone will have done it. But I'm going to do it anyway, and I'll do it on quite a grand scale, I hope, for Alpha 14. That is, of course, if it works. I might end up having to have thousands of pillars to try and support it. I don't know. We'll see. And I haven't told anyone what it is yet. So, we'll wait till Alpha 14 and we'll see. It might be interesting. It might be interesting, right? Anyone interested? It might be interesting, I think. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see whether it works. Ooh, why is it? What? Why are we? Okay. It looks like we've gone wrong there, apparently. Oh, we've done the same thing over here. Oh well. At least we've gone wrong on both sides. That can't be bad if it goes wrong on both sides. Yeah, there's not too many blocks yet. I know, Biffin. I know there isn't, man. I know there isn't. Yeah, I know there isn't. Yeah, you don't have to do that, Bunneting. It's fine as is, bro. You don't need to feel obliged to do so. You being here is pretty awesome. So, just stay and enjoy it. You know? Enjoy the stream. I appreciate the sentiment. I do appreciate it. But if you've had a crappy week last week, Bunnating, then just go for it, man, and chill out with your missus, man, and have some nice treats, you know. Treat yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Treat yourself and your missus. Go for dinner. You know? Take her out, go for dinner or something. You gotta do something after a crappy week, right? You know what I mean? So that's the best thing for you today. That's the best thing, man. Look at this house, man. Oh, crap. Okay. I think I need to... Oh, no, I don't. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's surprising. Are you serious? But it's good to do things like this, guys, because then you learn how the voxels work, how the different... Do you know what I mean? The different things that go together, how they go together, and what they look like, and like when you go mining, you know, like when I go mining, and you'll get people coming to the chat and go, man, I can never see where the ores are. I know where the ores are because I know what the voxels look like when I'm putting things together. Things like this teach you little simple things about the game. Although it might not seem it because it's just a sod house, but it does. It teaches you little things about the game when you build crap like this, you know. So I enjoy doing that because I enjoy learning a little bit more about how the game works and how it looks and what puts it together and all that kind of shizzle manizzle dizzle. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. So I enjoy little projects like this. I love it, personally. Okay, something's gone wrong there. That's meant to be the damn seam. And they're not the frickin' seam. I think I forgot to put blocks there. Didn't I? You know what I'm saying? That still doesn't look the damn same, does it? That's because this was wider at this side, isn't it? This one's wider at this side. Damn. It's never going to be the bloody same, is it? That's right, I forgot about that. That's the good thing about sod, right? You build in sod and you can correct any little mistakes as long as you're quick on it. As long as you're quick on realizing where your mistake is. You can correct it pretty quick. So I love that. That's pretty useful. Oh, really? Okay. I don't mind that. It's okay, I guess. Interesting. We'll just leave that this time, so it's the same. What is sod? It's a proper real-life building material, CCK. It's just dirt and grass. It's just dirt and grass. That's all it is. So dirt plus plant fibers, punch a bit of grass, and that gives you 2 sod. But it's a real-life building material. It is a real thing. It's not just made up crap for the game. We're collapsing. Okay. So if stood on, this layer will collapse. Okay. There. So if stood on, that layer will collapse. That's what normally seems to happen, by the way, with structural integrity right now. It's fine. You can place the block, and then there's like there's a structural integrity limit where it's fine without someone stood on it, and then someone just walks on it, and that block drops. So it's a good way to like find where your structural integrity limit is almost, without all hell breaking loose. Do you know what I mean? There seems to be that structural integrity difference of a block that's no one's on and a block that's stood on, which works out kind of nicely. Yeah. It's not that close, is it? It's further, isn't it? Yeah, that's too close. Oh no, it's okay. It's right. Oh hello. Oh hello. Yeah, the dirt's too high at that point. Let's dig out some of this stuff, shall we? So we can see what the hell they're dealing with. Oh, come on. Dig it, you piece of grass, dirt, stuff. You thing. Right, let's dig it all flat. Exactly, treat yourself. Hey Nettie, how you doing? Welcome, man. Was it nighttime? When's our next horde? Anyone know? We're at 316. When's our next horde?
Thank you for the tip. I'm gonna buy chocolate.
Fuck's sake, guys. Thank you so much for that, Bonneting. And, I mean, the same love goes out to you, bro. That's really, very, honestly, very, 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 very kind to you. Very, very kind of you. And I hope you have a much better week this week than you did before. And as my daughter just said, thank you for the tip. And she's going to buy chocolate. She won't really. But thank you so much for that. That's really very, very kind. It just says thanks for all the entertainment. Well, thank you as well. You know, it's entertaining for me as well, guys. It's not, you know, I'm being entertained too. You know, by you guys and by your chat and by what you talk about and by me joining in. Right? It's entertainment for me. You know, rather than me just sitting here and just playing a game all by my own. It's bloody fun for me, right? To do this. I really do enjoy it, and I just hope that you guys get a similar enjoyment out of it. But that was unrequired, and thank you very much. Same as you, Biffin. It's very unnecessary, and you know that. But thank you so much for it, both of you. Really, very, very kind of you. I do like that little message, though. Thank you for the tip. I'm gonna buy chocolate. I didn't tell her to say that either. I just said, I said, this is for when someone gives money, and I want you to say thank you for the tip. She said, thank you for the tip. I'm gonna buy chocolate. Because she's a munchkin. She is. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want like a wooden floor, but it'll even it all out and it'll tell me exactly where I need to dig and where I don't need to dig. Right? So it just makes it clear to me just where I'm meant to be digging. That's why I'm doing the frames. It's not because I necessarily want frames out there. It flattens it all and tells me just exactly what level everything's at, so I can then dig it all up. And I know where I gotta dig and where I haven't. Because there was some of those blocks actually, some of those parts were quite misleading. And they looked like they needed to be dug up, but actually they didn't. So unless you put frames out, it's very difficult to tell. Yeah, chocolate height. Exactly. Well, you know. It does go both ways. But I think it does go both ways. It's not that I'm getting nothing out of this, right? Even without, a tip or a donation. I get a lot out of it, I get a lot of fun out of it. I finish a day and I go back, and I finish streaming or whatever and I go downstairs. I avoid the wife. And I have a smile on my face because I've had fun. I've enjoyed it. 10% should be on chocolate. You were looking after the mister last week. the misser? The missus, I'm assuming. Yeah, we're all winning, exactly. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I hope your missus is better. Hope your missus is okay. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot. What are you up to, Netty Games? What are you up to, Netty? What are you doing today? What's your plans for today, Netty? What's your plans? Huh? What are you gonna do? If someone was to come into your house right now and go, right, what are you doing today? What are you gonna say? Mrs. I Mister. Oh, it was that kind of operation kind of thing. I get you. I understand. Well, I hope you and him are both happy. Hope you're very happy together. It's all good. A canoe enlargement operation, right? Why does that look? It was just, it was a thing. It's still a thing, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that obviously doesn't work. Obviously, that's not working. Obviously. Beautiful. Rip the whole thing as it collapses. Bucking is digging, eh? Can't fricking help it. Alright, oh, beautiful. 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 Can't see a thing. Can you guys see? I can't see nothing. I say get the fuck out of my house. That's probably a good response, actually, Shrek. Apparently Nettie's not here to reply anyway. Either that or he's thinking of a really long reply, I'm not sure which. She's got her own fucking arm going on now. No, I've got one. Yeah, I used it the other day. Yes, I made a house out of sod, Splice. I've made 5 houses out of sod so far. 5 of them. Bro. 5, because 1 just isn't enough. 5 of them. It's not unsafe at all. Perfectly wonderful houses, I'll have you know. Are you doubting my building expertise? Is that what's happening right now? Are you doubting me? Hey Gabber T, how you doing? This one's a bit of a frickin' palace, I'll be honest. It's huge. It's frickin' huge. Oh, I feel like I should have a candle up here. Why haven't I got a candle over here? There we go. You know what I'm saying? Right, now we actually can't see, can we? So, look. We had a whole bunch of houses outside. Hey, Doxy! Hello. How you doing, DP? Oh, I've just realised. Doxy Punk. That goes for DP as well. You and Evie, huh? You're both into that DP. I like it. Alright, it's all good. DP for the both of you, huh? I get it. I understand. DP seems to be all the rage in here. I don't know. It will stand up to a horde. Yeah. It's not designed to stand up to a horde, Splice, to be fair. But it is designed in the way that it's made out of sod. So we don't care if it gets destroyed, because it's made out of sod. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but it's made out of sod. So, if it gets destroyed, well, it's made out of sod. You know what I mean? You're still drinking after 9 hours. Entertain you. Entertain you. What was I thinking about earlier on? It's break time anyway. Let me think during break. Sod, never find a reason. Really? I think there's plenty of reason. What about just for funsies? Oh right, you talking about the block? Okay, awkward. Awkward. Mind. Okay, I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. So get yourselves a coffee, get yourselves a snack or something, guys. Every hour in the stream we have a bit of a responsible gaming break. So now is that time. When it's night time in the game, we take a couple of minutes just go and get yourself a drink or something. Go and make yourself a coffee. So get yourself a coffee, guys, and come right back. I'll see you very, very soon. Won't be long. Sweet, Shrek. Good job. Are you solo doing that, though? Is that a solo activity, Shrek? That's my question. You're nice. Hey, Donna Glitch, how you doing, man? How's it going? I say man, it couldn't, might not be a man, I'm assuming. A box. There, apparently. But hey, how you going? Do you know I was at the swimming pool earlier on today? I wasn't swimming, but my daughter has swimming lessons every Saturday, so I take my daughter to swimming lessons every Saturday. And 76 asses in one dick. Is the dick yours, or are you one of the asses? I was just curious there. I was at a swimming pool earlier on, and there was I was, watching my daughter take swimming lessons and stuff, but there were other, it's a public pool, so there's public there as well. Everyone's just swimming and stuff. And there was a lady who had just was walking out of the pool, and she was a larger lady, shall we say? Hey, Freeze, how you doing, my friend? How's it going, bro? And her bathing costume had come down quite a lot, let's say, as she was exiting the pool. So she, hastily pulled it back up again. All good, all fine. And it got me thinking, that whole thing of, like, it's obscene if a woman was to go topless. Like, just walking around town, getting a bit of sunshine or whatever. But a man can do it, it's not a problem. And yet, we don't criticize, and I don't criticize, and I am fully supportive of a woman getting her tits out in order to breastfeed. That's not a problem. So you can get them out as long as it's for a good cause. but like normally, if she just wants to sunbathe, it's a no-no. In fact, a no-no so far as the law. Like, it would be lewd behavior in public, right? And you could be arrested for it. So, if a woman walked around topless, she could be arrested. But if she sticks a baby there quick, it's all good, and she's free from the law. And you think, really? How does that make it? Is there less boob showing or something? I don't understand. I'm a bit puzzled by that, and that vexes me somewhat. It vexes me somewhat. I think it's very weird. I really do, honestly. I don't really see a big issue with a woman going topless. I don't see an issue with it, honestly. I don't. Not that they should, or I'm saying, that. But I don't see a real reason against it. I think it's really silly. It is really, really silly. Maybe that's just a UK thing. Maybe everyone walks around topless everywhere else around the world. But I think it's very weird, isn't it? Is that not kind of odd? How we make such a big thing out of that? We make such a big deal out of it. I think it's kind of silly. Just my tuppence worth. No, but that's part of my point though, Freeze. I'm not personally. It wouldn't bother me whether a woman was walking around topless or not. I wouldn't be like, core, woo. Personally, it's not evocative for me. Personally, it wouldn't bother me. Oh, the same way as if a fella's walking around topless, I'm sure women don't go, core. Look at the moobs on him. I'm sure they don't. I find it very weird that it is okay one way and not the other. That we somehow find that an evocative thing. I think it's very, very strange. And it's very strange. It's very strange that the law comes down on that. That's my point. It's not so much just our point of view. It's not just our point of view, but the law actually comes down on it one way or the other, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? That the law comes down on it. Like if a woman was to go topless, if the police saw her, they'd be like, no, can you put that away, please? Put your top on, please. No, you can't do that. No, sorry, put your top on. But if a guy goes topless, it's not a problem. It's not a thing. It's all good. You know, no one's bothered about it. No one's bothered at all. I think that's very strange. I just have to show you guys something. Watch, just watch. My arm's here, right? Just watch. Just watch, keep watching. What he does, right, is he will, or he normally does, is that he's not going to do it now, because I'm standing like this. Like, watch. He'll come over. Look. You can see he'll come up, and he will nudge at my hand, right? He'll nudge at my hand, and then sometimes he will just like use his paw and like grab at my hand just to get my attention. Do you know what I mean? Simba, you gonna use a paw? Simba. Simba, what are you doing? What are you doing? He'll like grab at my hand and stuff just to get my attention while I'm at the computer. Just so I'll then stroke him. He's sat on a monitor right now. Look, he's over there on a monitor. There's an old monitor over there. And he's just sat there. Oh, here we go. Camera's never going to work again now. There you go. Yeah, it's very weird. He's very cute though. He's awesome. But yeah, I find that very weird, the whole topless thing. It is rage. It is. Yeah. Hey, Black Point. Hey, J-Bone. Good morning to you too. Yeah, I am an ass man, rampant. I absolutely am, yeah. Yeah, I am. I do find it very weird though. I find it's a very weird thing that the law actually comes down on that. That it's, that it's a law thing. That one is actually illegal. Not just that we frown upon it or that, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. But the law would intervene. I find that very odd. And like I say, suddenly, I mean, if you stick a baby under there, then it's all good. It's fine then. Apparently it's okay. I don't know. That seems very strange. Seems very strange. But it is what it is, I guess, right? I guess it is. Should we look up a little bit? We're a little bit down, I think. Oh no, now we're showing. Oh, now we're showing. There we go. Yeah, I find that very odd. I find it very strange. How you all doing anyway? You all good? Do you guys not find that kind of weird? It's not just a double standard thing. It's the fact that the law would intervene it blows my mind a little bit. It does make me think. It's just such an outdated thing and really silly, and it promotes that law really almost promotes the sexualization of women, doesn't it? In itself, doesn't it? Simba, what are you doing? Don't be silly. Are you coming over now, huh? Now that the camera's not on you, you're like, yeah, let's come over and annoy you. Yeah, it's almost morning time, by the way. Almost time.